Hello guys, so today we are here to solve a problem called Grumpy Bookstore Owner. In this problem, we are having a bookstore owner who has a store open for n minutes. And this n minutes is the value, which is the length of the customers array and the Grumpy array. These things are given to us as an input. Okay. Now let's go ahead with the problem. So every minute, some number of customers enter the store. Okay. And we are given an integer array customers of length n, where customer I is the number of the customers that enter the store at the start of the ith minute, and all those customers leave after the end of that minute. So customers of I is the number of the customer that enters the store at the start of the ith minute, and all those customers leave after the end of that minute. So within a minute, they leave the store. Okay, on some minutes, the bookstore owner is grumpy, and we are given a binary array grumpy, where grumpy of I is 1 if the bookstore owner is grumpy during the ith minute and is 0 otherwise. So if the bookstore owner is grumpy, that is the ith value is 1, then the customers are not satisfied. So if the bookstore owner, if the grumpy array value for that index I is 0, then only the customers of that ith minute are satisfied. Otherwise, they are not satisfied. So for the customers to be satisfied, for the ith minute customers to be satisfied, the grumpy array ith value should be 0. That is the main thing. Okay. But the thing is that the bookstore owner knows a secret technique to keep himself not grumpy for minutes, number of consecutive minutes. So this minutes value is an int value, and he can keep himself happy for these consecutive minutes value, but he can use it only once. Now we have to tell him the maximum number of customers that can be satisfied throughout the day. So it's very simple, I'll share the idea of this problem. So in this problem, we are given this grumpy thing. Okay. So let's say the, length of this time span is this. And then in this, let's say given m minutes, so starting m minutes, this is m. Okay, the bookstore owner is happy for this minute. Okay, and then we can count the sum. So let's, here we will count in this we will count the value whether he is grumpy or not grumpy. But after this value, we have to count the value when he is not grumpy. That is, the grumpy I is equal to 0. So if it is not 0, I'll write here not 0, then we'll count. And here, irrespective of that. Now, what we'll do that, we will slide this window from here to, till this last point. Okay. So gradually we'll slide from here. We will go to next m slots. And then from here, we will go to the next m slots. From here, we will go to the next m slots. From here, we will go to the next m slots. And like that, we will come to a point which is, like this, from here to here. Okay. So we are sliding our window throughout this, from here to this point, from here to this point. And we are checking what is the maximum of that, slot and other values from 0 to n. And if you are able to do this clearly, our problem is solved. So let me show this. How are we going to do it? So we will declare two variables, int n is equal to customers dot length. Okay. And then sum is equal to 0. Okay. For int I is equal to 0, I less than n plus I. And then we will check if if I is less than minutes, then sum, we can do it like this, sum plus is equal to customers of I, else what we will do, so we'll do here, else if grumpy of I is equal to 0. Remember we had mentioned here that when the bookstore owner is grumpy, the customers of that minute are not satisfied. So the binary array grumpy, where grumpy is 1 if the bookstore owner is grumpy. So grumpy is 1 when the bookstore owner is grumpy, and that index customers are not satisfied. So we have to take grumpy of I is equal to 0, and if that is equal to 0, then we have to add that value to the sum, so that for the first m minutes we get the how many customers are coming as satisfied. And now what we'll do, we'll declare one max sum, and in this will be initialized with the sum value, and then we'll declare with this m, and this m will be n minus minutes. So see, let's say total length of customers n, the value n is 5 and minutes is 3. Okay, so 5 minus 3 is 2. So our array index starts from 0, so it will be 0 1 2. So and it should 0 1 2, and it should go to 4. So from 2 it should go to 4, so it will be 2 3 4. So it will be 2 plus 3 is 5, but it should go till 4. So it should be 2 plus 3 minus 1. So if we keep this in mind and start our loop like this, so for int I is equal to 1. So we'll be taking I is equal to 1 because we have started our loop from 0 and we have gone till n. And for the first uh, minutes we have taken everything, so it means minutes, we are exercising this secret technique of keeping himself not grumpy. So now we are sliding this window from 0 to 1, and then we'll be moving I less than equal to m. Okay, and then plus I will have to do, and then after this what we will do, that we will put a check if grumpy of I minus 1 is equal to, if this is equal to 0. If this is equal to 0, then what we'll do, if this is equal to 1 on 1, then we will decrement sum. So sum will be decremented by the customers of I minus 1. Okay, and then we'll take one another, if grumpy of I plus minutes minus 1 is equal to I plus minutes minus 1 is equal to I plus minutes minus 1, then what we will do is equal to 1. If this is the case, then since we are exercising our technique, so I plus minutes minus 1 will be within the range of the minutes value. So we have to take this as in the sum, customers of I plus minutes minus 1. Okay, and then what we will do, that we will do a max sum is equal to math dot max of max sum like this return max sum. Okay, and then we'll do run. Okay, so customer of I, customers of I. Perfect. So this is coming as accepted. Now we'll submit this. Perfect. So this is the way to solve this problem. If you have any doubt anywhere, please post it in the comments and I'll happily answer those doubts. With this, allow me to close this video. Thanks all. Happy coding. Best wishes.